I just think vinyl sounds like the sound is different. It's very like an old school kind of sound. I like the crunchiness of it. That when the record, it doesn't have that CD quality, and I think that's what people like about it. It's kind of retro. I kind of dig it. I think they're starting to, because I think that vinyl is really starting to make a little bit of a comeback, especially some of the artists that were putting albums out initially on vinyl, and now they're starting to get back into it. I think it's starting to become more trendy now to have more vinyl. I think it's kind of not only is it a collector's item, I think the sound is, like I said earlier, I think the sound is good too. I don't know if it sounds better. It depends on really what you're looking for, or listening for rather, in music. But if you want the clear, like studio quality kind of stuff, then I think you go with a CD or an MP3 version of it. But if you like the way that albums sound back in the 70s and 80s, then I think that's what you go with. I like an artist like Foo Fighters recorded something entirely on tape, on old school tape, reel-to-reel tape for one of their albums, and I think that's kind of neat that they're still doing that retro style kind of album recording. What I like about vinyl is it kind of takes me back to being a young kid a little bit. I know my dad had a ton of records, like Barry Manilow and the Michael Jackson Thriller albums, but probably a couple of the first ones that I remember having on vinyl. And there's just that sound to it, and it just kind of takes you back, and it's just a lot of fun to listen to. It's hard to find a record player now because they're expensive and they're hard to find. But if you find one, we've got a couple here in the studio, but they're not hooked up because it's hard to hook them up now. So, but if I got my hands on one that I can hook up in here in the Sterling Radio Studios, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Record Store Day is a day to go out and buy some limited edition record albums from bands that may not have put them out, or to help you find some, maybe just to put it in your mind about record albums. Wow, that is an awesome question, and I'd be lying no matter what answer I give you. I'm not really sure what the first album is I bought. I was so young back then. I think for me initially, I bought a lot of 45s. So I like the smaller ones. I like the individual songs. I don't think I got into albums until I was a little bit later in my teenage years. But in my younger teens, for me it was mainly the 45s, and there wasn't much artwork, so for me it was 45s. I think the draw of Picture Disc was you had played the album so many times in black with a black flat background. It was cool to go out and buy one of your favorite albums with a picture disc. You could either hang it on the wall or you could go out and play it. You could hear a little bit of a difference in the sound. It was just cool to have that actual album cover on part of the vinyl, so that was a neat little thing.
You don't know